Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm the guest services specialist here at Lichtsinn RV, and today we are going to go over de-winterizing a Winnebago EKKO. So the first thing we're going to do is put water in the tank. So I got the hose running here, and I'm just dumping it right into the fresh tank. It will come back at you basically. It'll start leaking through here when it's full, or it'll start coming out of the bottom as well, but you can just keep filling it up that way. You have to make sure that the valve, it says fresh tank drain. Make sure that this valve is in the closed position so that it'll start filling the tank up. And then now what we're gonna do is go around to the other side of the coach, and we need to put in the filter for the water heater for the Truma. All right, so here we're on the other side. This is where the Truma is, the water heater. So the first thing we need to do is put this filter in. This is also the plug for the water heater. So you lift this up, pull this down. This thing says top right on here. So you just slide it back into there. Close that up like that. And then now when we turn the pump on and start pumping the water through, it will be able to fill this thing up. While we're out here, we could probably just as well turn the power on. You can either wait till towards the end and do this too, but I'll just turn the power switch in the up position. And then we'll be ready to go for when we actually want to turn the water heater on. And now we will go back over to the other side so we can turn the pump on and start pumping water. All right, so now we're back on the other side here. This is the Nautilus system, so it's pretty simple. You basically just want to look at the diagrams here and then match it up with the dials down here. So what we wanted to do is we want to do dry camping. So I want to get the water from the tank via pump. So I'm going to make these little dials look like the picture, just like that. And then now when I turn the water pump on, which is the one in the upper right hand corner, now it is going to start pressurizing the system and will pump water through everything. Before I did this, I did go inside and I made sure that the shower and the sink and all that stuff inside the valves were not turned on. It's a quick way to make a mess of everything. So right now what it's doing is just pressurizing everything and making sure that there's water in the lines. Then what I do is I come down here. These are your low point drains down in here. I just like to crack these open. You can see the pink come out, and then it was kind of a white foamy look. A little bit more antifreeze pink. I just run a bunch of it out the bottom. Then you can go to the other valve, turn that one. You just kind of run that out until you see fresh water coming out. And there's 3 of them. So there, that looks good. So now being we're on this side, I will take my sprayer hose and I will put it in the outside shower. And then you just want to do one valve at a time. So I'll just do the hot valve on the left. So you'll spray that out until it comes clean water. And then we'll shut that one off, and then we'll turn on the cold. We'll shut that off. And then I'm going to take this over to the other side because we have another outside shower where that kitchen is out there, or can be. So we'll go do that on the other side. All right, so now we're over here on the other side. This is where if you get the outside kitchen, that's where this goes, but it still has, no matter what, like this one doesn't have the kitchen, it still has the faucet here. So plug that in. You'll do one of them. Just spray it until you see no more pink. Shut that one off, move over to the next one. So basically all you're doing when you de-winterize is just you're forcing the RV antifreeze out and putting water in. So that's all cleaned out. And the other thing I usually do is I usually crack this open too. This is just another low point drain that's over here on this side, just to get a little bit more out. And then now we will move on to the inside of the coach. All right, now that we're inside, all we have to do is run the galley sink. So I just put it all the way over on the hot side, and we just run it until we see pink, or no more pink. So that's on the hot side, and then I'll just crank the valve all the way over. Now we're on the cold side. Must be a little bit more antifreeze on the cold side. There, it's starting to come clear. So now we can close that one, and then we'll move into the bathroom here. So we have the sink. So you can just run the hot side first. Always just do one side or the other. I never like to put it in the middle. It seems like it just takes twice as long. So there's the hot side. That looks pretty good. Then you can move over to the cold. Okay, that one's good. Then what I like to do for the shower is I just grab it and I bring it over to the sink side, and then I just reach back. That way you don't get the antifreeze all over the place. So I'm just running, there's on the hot side first, nice clear water, then you move it all the way over to the cold side. There's clear water. Put that back, and then the only thing we got left is the toilet. So for that, you just flip the seat up so you can see what you're doing, and then just hit the blue button. Comes clear. Flush it down. And then the only other thing you got to remember to do is underneath the stove is just put the filter back in for the water filter. So the canister is right back in here. Here's the water filter. You just unscrew that and put the water filter back in. So that is the last step to de-winterizing a Winnebago EKKO.